Hey! Did you know that if you have empathy towards oppressed people, you are a traitor? Yep, you guessed it. You have compassion for human lives? You are a respectful human being? Fuck you. You are a fucking traitor. Several people had addressed this already, but not to be rude, but it is my time to intervene. There is this dude on Twitter by the name One Angry Gamer. Right by the name, you know what type of dude we're dealing here. The greasy, centered, basement dweller who is afraid to talk to girls type. This dude runs a site with gaming news. The topic that I'm gonna discuss in today is the traitors of America. Oh wow. Okay, this must be pretty fucking retarded. Right by the start. There is this whole list of individuals and corporations. I scrolled for so long and the list doesn't even stop. This dude wrote 300 to 400 plus people in a list of traitors of America, like they committed a fucking war crime. PewDiePie, Markiplier, H3 of course. Hundreds of celebrities are in here. Now, I want you all to sit and really think. What did these people do? What acts of heinous crimes they did to get included on this horrible list? Think real hard. Yep, you guessed it. They supported Black Lives Matter. If you donate to help the movement, there will always be a comment by One Angry Gamer. It's as scary as you would imagine. You made the list. Trust me, he is very angry. And he's a gamer. What do you think is gonna happen if you put these people on the list? The answer is nothing really. I don't think anyone is really afraid of a greasy dude who never leaves his home and doesn't have a social life other than offending minorities on the internet. I'm looking at the list over and over and I'm wondering, the traitors of America according to him are people that don't have the same opinions as him and people he doesn't agree with. That's all what it is. I mean, what Anonymous did to be a traitor of USA when all they do is helping people with the power? Why did K-pop all of a sudden have to be here? They're not even American. Why is PewDiePie here when all that he did was make a charity stream for George Floyd? It seems more patriotic to me when you help people on your country than making a dumb fucking list about traitors, some shit. Meanwhile, his Twitter is very active, so when I say that the dude never goes outside, I really mean it. He always argues with people, thinking he is smarter or superior over them, which is hardly ever the case. I never seen a person before being so proud of their stupidity, and because of that, his Twitter feed is fucking gold. It is filled with him complaining about women not being as sexy as he wanted them to be. You know, the casual misogynistic and sexist tweets you're gonna see in his feed. Oh, and sometimes the usual racist tweets calling people the N-word like it's Xbox Live. He's the embodiment of, if it's not sexy, it's political, but if it's sexy and has anime lollies in it, then it's good. In his Twitter and his website, he emphasizes a lot about sexual topics, and it's surprising to me because he is clearly a virgin. Another one is him forgetting what a real woman looks like because he always sees unrealistic anime girls and his perception of a woman is completely altered in his brain. He claims that if a character is resembling a real woman, well, that's not sexy, and guess what? Your company will get bankrupt because my PP isn't hard. If it's not anime lollies, then it's not sexy. If the girl is lewd, then it's a fan service to men. Honestly, the more I get into this, the more I stoop to his level. He literally feels smart, but when he loses an argument, he straight up has a mental breakdown. He has anime profiles spread all over Twitter to tag him on a post and get them on his list. If having anime profiles tagging you to put people on your child's list doesn't make you have a wake-up call to reevaluate your life, then I don't know what other thing will. Some people did a little digging on his history of defending overly sexual video games and they found these. Not gonna lie, I expected that, but I had the faith that she wouldn't be that fucking dumb. So One Angry Gamer, followed by his real name Billy. He uses racist slurs constantly while arguing about EA and Ubisoft, comparing low IQ people to black people. In the other one, there's this news article which says that African Americans are more likely to die from coronavirus, a topic which involves innocent people dying. But Billy here, he doesn't care about people dying. He uploads this awful comment that says African Americans have bad hygiene, bad health, and they get wiped out just like Asian people, using an Asian slur. He is so completely out of touch that calls COVID-19 as a Corona Chan, while talking about wiping diversity off of America. What a fucking clown. In the last one, he gets more racist when he mentions this line right here. I can't even pronounce it for the sake of this video. It's awful. There were countless of African Americans dying for this method. There is a whole history for it. And within the Black Lives Matter protests, there were still murders in the same method. They used this method to terrorize the protesters at their cause. In our current age, when we think that we progressed from racist killings that remind of the dark past, and then there is this absolute ignorant cunt that uses this line to describe a race. In all seriousness though, I hope you are watching this because I want to say to you, you are literally a man-child. You are behaving like the weird kid who everyone avoids and is every time in a corner of the class writing in a note about how many people he hates, pretending that he can kill people like it's Death Note. Living in a fantasy world instead of having friends. Doesn't it hit you that if you have a list of people that support Black lives in a list of self-supposed traitors, maybe you have issues? You are not okay. Unless you are the best troll I have seen on the internet, then you have a problem. Even if this guy is a troll, which is there's a big chance that he is, still, the hateful, racist and homophobic posts and comments that he made all the time that he is active as the one angry gamer gather him a lot of attention and following from hateful groups and angry teenagers that don't know any better. So if you go to his comments on these articles that he posts on his website, there are people who agree with his opinions, as much as extreme that they might be. Whether he is a troll or not, the damage is done, and there isn't any sign that it will stop anytime soon. You have built your entire brand on hate, and you act surprised that you have no respectful human being supporting you. You are stupid and you can't even hide it. Nonetheless, you are clearly dying for some kind of attention. You obviously don't care that people are laughing at you because deep down you like it. You feed off of it. If you want to stop it, you will do it already. But you love it because no one really pays attention in you, in the real world. You are so filled with hate and ignorance that you can't even contain yourself. So you end up being a bubbling idiot on the internet who doesn't know what he's talking about. You claim people you hate are soy boys, but you are the worst soy boy ever. You claim ignorance, but you are ignorant without being careful about facts. Facts in which your page is built upon. I mean, that is what you claim. At this point, the no remorse thing means that you're a repulsively hateful piece of shit without repercussions. Just say you are racist and homophobic and shut the fuck up. I wish there are better days ahead for you. There are some links down below where you can donate to help the movement at the Yemen humanitarian crisis, and it's huge there. Be safe. See ya.